Sweet Baby Inc. has continued its absolute path of destruction as the company right now is starting to bend, feel the weight of working with them, and they are going to start laying people off. Future projects are canceled, and yes, Sweet Baby Inc. kills again, also known as a Tuesday, because this is just a story that keeps coming up again and again. Someone works with Sweet Baby Inc. and they feel the absolute pain because people have voted with their wallets. What's up, everybody? I'm JayViper. We're going to get to this right after you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
JayViper is awesome. He's so good looking. He's got the crowd in awe.
So I first saw this over on X when I saw Grum's post. Reflector, makers of SBI game Unknown 9 Awakening, has canceled future products, reports a failure of Unknown 9. The decision correlates directly with the failure of the studio's ambitious and courageous first project. And he got this originally from over here from CG1231. So shout out to CG for the breaking news story. So let's get a little refresher here. What is Unknown 9 Awakening? Well, if you recall, it had 285 peak players, and that was with them giving this away in CPU bundles. Like when you went and looked at the Steam reviews, it was full of people saying, I got this for free in a CPU bundle. This was terrible, but luckily they got Space Marines 2 as well, so I'm sure that made up for it. And also with this, Stuttering Craig has a contact at big box stores, like 800 of them, okay? And they had accounted 36 pre-orders across all the stores, okay? That is absolutely horrible for a game that they spent big money on, and they had a serious actress. And of course that actress, what did they do? They hired her. We know her as Yennefer from The Witcher. And they put her in the game, you know, get the face scan all nice, and then you take an ugly stick and you just pow, turn it right into this absolutely disastrous thing. And you know what? When you put something like this on the front of a box and in gameplay trailers, and this is what people are seeing, I'm sorry. I don't think you're going to do a very good job selling games, my friends. Especially when word gets out how bad the actual game is. Don't forget, this is the game where Hypnotic actually got into the game in the tutorial area, and the game glitched and broke, and he had to go back like 30 minutes and start again. That's the way the game shipped. Absolutely phenomenal job by that team. Phenomenal. Great job. And of course, Vera Dark, you know, she likes playing these games beginning to end. She was not highly impressed, let me tell you that. Really just mediocre job. All around, the gameplay was pretty boring, basic. The stealth tactics were just like whatever. The actual hand-to-hand combat, it was goofy. The game really just had nothing to offer. Nothing at all. So this is what Reflector put out. Today, I informed our teams that I made the decision to not greenlight further work on a future project that was in conceptualization phase, and thus terminating this development line. Continuing this project would not have been sustainable for the future of the studio. Regrettably, this also means there will be redundancies following this decision. For anyone who doesn't know what redundancies means, that means people is going to get fired because there's no space, you're redundant, we don't need you anymore. Now, when I read this is alarming for the studio of Reflector, right, by Bandai Namco. So obviously they had something greenlit and they have canceled it, right? So that's not getting made. Okay, well, continuing the project would not be sustainable for the future of the studio. How do you have a future of a studio if you're not making anything new? You're not going to do anything with what you have. Unknown Awakening 9 was an abject failure. You're not going to make any money off that game. You're cooked on that game. No one's playing it right now at all. I mean, look at the Steam chart. I mean, we have 9 players online right now, 18 in 24-hour peak, and 285 all-time. What are they going to do? So I think the studio's cooked, and they're looking at closure very soon. But let's continue reading, and we'll see what they have to say. This decision correlates directly with the failure of the studio's ambitious and courageous first project, a new IP with a rich transmedia universe. Trans. She looked trans. The performance of the release didn't come near the company's expectations after numerous timeline adjustments and investments, both financially and other, and didn't warrant any further exploration in this universe. The whole universe, done. Like, honestly, when I saw their future plans, like, I get it, you know, you're building an IP out. I was like, wow, you are really overshooting. How much money and time did you put into that whole timeline situation to lose it all? Anyway, let's keep going. Unfortunately, this also affects back office staff. Oh. Bringing the support teams in line with a single project approach, the studio will adopt for the imminent future. Where possible, staff will be assigned to this project based on an existing Bandai Namco IP, which is shaping up very well. Well, that's upbeat and happy, so it looks like there's something they're going to be assigned, although what is it going to be? I'm interested in finding out what they have in the pipe there, and why would you trust this team with it? Okay, anyway, Reflector Entertainment will be providing adequate severance packages, extended health benefits for affected staff and their families, continued access to emotional, mental health, and counseling services, and finally, proactive career planning support to set them up for future success. Bandai Namco Entertainment Europe will continue investing on creating Western content for global audiences in line with the group's vision. In other words, they're gonna keep having us shovel DEI bullshit in your face, but don't worry, everyone. They're going to give us an IP that already exists to do it in. Oh my gosh. That is how I read that. They are absolutely going to do that. Yikes. So here's my thing. I know some people were getting a little pissy the other day about people like celebrating studios failing, but I still say we absolutely stay in line with celebrating these layoffs, celebrate like the bad actors closing their doors. And when you work with Sweet Baby Inc., you better be prepared for the repercussions because they ain't pretty. Let me just go through the list of absolute bangers from SBI, okay, and what they have done to the industry, because let me tell you, it is not pretty. It is not pretty at all, okay? First of all, let's just start with Suicide Squad. We all know it, okay? Suicide Squad, abject failure. They couldn't get people to buy the game, and then people that bought it dropped off right away. And they were talking, that was so bad, they didn't even finish season 1, okay? They stopped production of the game, but it's supposed to be a live service game, and they had layoffs. Flintlock, fail. Huge fail. Layoffs. Tales of Kinzarazao. We were told, don't worry, everything's fine. Oh my god, it's actually bad. Layoffs. Boom. Shadow Gambit and the Cursed Crew. This game underperformed greatly after they had massive success with previous games, and the game was actually pretty good on the technical term, but as soon as Sweet Baby Inc. gets involved with anything, they have poisoned the well, and that game suffered horribly. It failed on launch, and guess what happened? Me Games closed their doors. Unknown 9 Awakening, here it goes. We know how bad that was. Now, boom, layoffs. And not only did Sweet Baby Inc. kill Unknown 9 Awakening, they have killed all their future games too. They had like several lined up. Sweet Baby Inc. with the 6-year-old, like, blah, 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 just taking out one after another.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bah, bah.
They are vicious, man. And what's funny is the way Sweet Baby Inc. talks about themselves, right? Kim Belair, it's like they don't get it. They think they're doing good. You are killing companies. You're killing games. You have to leave the gaming industry. You're killing it. And the fact that these companies keep hiring them and working with them, and don't forget, Unknown 9 Awakening, Kim Belair was the story architect. Yes, the story architect for the game. Oh my gosh. If you work with Sweet Baby Inc., okay, and you're a publisher, developer, you deserve everything that's coming your way. And it's never, ever pretty. Anyway, I just thought this was great. Take that, Reflector. I don't care. I don't care, and these things should be celebrated. Get this DEI bullshit out of the games. Get it out of here. And if you agree, do me a huge favor and like the video, follow the channel, and of course, hit that notification bell so I can see you on the next one. I'm out of here. Love you, mean to pieces. Bye, everybody.
He's owning every game.